Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I use Figma to help me mock up my existing furniture layout into my new home. So the first thing that we want to do is we want to make sure that we have all of the existing measurements for our floor plan. Now, luckily for me, Redfin has this feature called the 3D walkthrough, and I'm able to not only do a 3D walkthrough of my home, but I'm also able to view my floor plan, view the dollhouse, and take measurements. So I'm going to go ahead and click on View Floor Plan, and again, it gives me a really nice bird's eye view of my floor plan, and you can actually see the existing furniture, the old furniture here. So what I'm going to do is take measurements from top to bottom. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you just want to get an approximation. And from left to right. As you can see, this is measured in feet, and we're going to convert that into inches so that we can equate that into pixels in our Figma board. All right, so that's all we need to do. And again, if you don't have these measurements, you can go ahead and create your own floor plan straight into Figma and take your floor plan measurements manually. So I'm going to go ahead and take a screen grab of this, like such. All right. And then let's go ahead and go into our Figma. So I already have an artboard here. And as you can see, I've laid out my grid so that it equals to 1 pixel. And we're just gonna go ahead and take this screen grab and scale our artboard so that it equals 34 feet. So now how are we going to do that? Let's go ahead and take our calculator, and I've already pre-calculated it. So 34 feet times 12 is 408 plus 3 inches is 411 inches. So then we can set our artboard width instead of 595 to 411 pixels. And we can now scale this photo to actually equal the width of our artboard. And it doesn't really matter what the height of your artboard is, as long as you have the width to scale. The approximate is going to be the same. All right, so now that we have that, we can go ahead and start tracing our floor plan. So what I'm going to do is do a quick and scrappy way of tracing my floor plan. So let's just do a little rectangle here, and then I'm going to do a stroke of black, and then I won't fill it out. And then I'm just going to do a bunch of rectangles and a bunch of lines because I don't really want to spend a whole lot of time doing this, and I just want to get an approximation of what my floor plan is going to look like so that I know that my furniture will fit or won't fit. I'm going to do a line here, and it doesn't have to be perfect either. Bunch of lines. Over here, my lovely kitchen. This is my laundry area. And this is my hallway. Like I said, I'm just doing a very quick trace, and let me know in the comments if you have better, faster ways of doing this. See, now I'm kind of just like tracing my floor plan and doing it very scrappily. Okay, and then see this column right here? I want to make sure that I also take that into account, because this was actually a kind of a problem when I moved in, was how was I going to lay out my bed and if my queen bed was going to fit. All right, so this is approximately what our bedroom looks like, and I want to make sure that I know where my closet is relative to my bedroom space. Okay? Actually, this is not a door. So I'm going to go ahead and trace this right here. And again, you can spend as much time as you want, but for the purposes of this exercise, I'm just going to trace the important things here. Last one. Perfect. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to group all of these, and now you can see here, this is my floor plan, right? And it's actually to scale. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to see what my furniture measurements are. And I went to ikea.com, and let's pretend that I have an IKEA queen bed, which is 66 by 83 roughly. So I want to make sure that it fits this little nook right here. So what I'm going to do is do a little rectangle. And again, this is in pixels. And what did we say? This was 66 by 83. So I'm going to do 66 by 83. Okay, so now it barely fits, right? So, but you can see there's just not a lot of room. It's going to be pretty tight, but you can see that it kind of fits. So this is what my queen bed is gonna look like if I lay it down here, or what if I sort of turn it around like such, and place it over here so that it's in a command space like by the door. Or what if I just turn it around and have the foot of the bed be over here. But the important thing is that I have this to scale, and I can actually see what it's gonna look like in my bedroom as is, or the right approximation at least. And so let's look at how big my sofa is going to be. So let's say it's 94 inches, right? Or 95 inches, just to be a little conservative. So let's say 98, or sorry, it's 38 actually. 98 by 38. And so now I'm able to kind of lay out my sofa piece. Do I want it over here, which is sort of like bad feng shui because now the door is right here and it's not very welcoming? Or do I want it over here by the kitchen, turn it around and place it by the window? As you can see, it fits. Or turn it around here so that it's in a much better, more welcoming space here. So I'm gonna leave it here, and let's do one more example. So let's say I wanna do a round dining table. So ikea.com, let's say I find this like really nice round dining table at 41 inches, and I'm gonna do a circle actually, and I'm gonna set this to 41. All right, so this is how big my dining table is going to be, and I'm just going to approximate all of the chairs to be sort of a quarter of that. Let's say that's how big the chairs are. See, there's my space. There's my dining area. And what you can do is you can actually also group this, and let's say you want to move this around here. Oh, this is a nice dining spot right here by the kitchen, and I can have a space for whatever I want to do here, exercise, yoga, whatever, yoga space. Or, do I want it by the window? And if so, I can move my sofa over here, right? So it's pretty much just being as flexible as possible. And the good news is that once you do this floor plan, even if you do it manually, you will have this for, the rest of your life. So, or at least until you sell it or, move out. But this is the great thing about this is, you know, whenever you get a new furniture, you can always take the measurements and go into this old file to help you lay your new piece out. So that concludes our video for today. I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. Leave me some comments and feedback down below. And if you also enjoy the content of my channel, consider subscribing and liking this video. Let me know what other tools you use other than Figma to help you do these kinds of things. But until then, I will see you on the next video. Bye.